Hello friends and welcome to the channel. This is Stormhaven Gaming, I'm John and this is Foundation. Yep, I've taken some time away, I've readjusted my expectations and we're coming back in for another go. So, select our rules. Everything here is probably going to be alright. Don't want ever happy, don't want an invulnerable army. Don't want unlimited coins or cosmetic construction, optional events on. Yep, that all seems fine. Yep, that's good. So select our aspiration. I think we're going to go with a prestigious burg. So we're going to be focusing on taxation and the labour workforce. Never build a monastery, never build a castle. Yeah, that's what we're doing. So we need a splendour of 500 or more. Happiness of the village above 75, that shouldn't be too much. Host the seneschal at the tavern. Have 30 houses at high density and build the city belfry. That is what we're doing. We are not building a monastery. We are not building a castle. Okay, heraldry. I want... Ooh. That shape or that shape with... That cap. I want... Yeah, that cross, but we're going to go black and red. And then we'll have in the centre, yes, the chicken. But that is going to be black and... There, that's a bit more gold, isn't it? There we are. How's that? What are we going to call our village then? Harborwell. No. Felsenheim. Yes. Felsenheim. And we are... John. Yeah, that's me. John. Let's go. Right, here we are then. What do we have? Oh, we got one right on the lake there. I assume we have fish in the lake somewhere. Yes, we have fish there, and fish over there. All right, that's not terrible. We have stone. We have a little bit of wood there, but not a huge amount of space. This one here gives us access to the coast. I'm not seeing any fish. In fact, I'm seeing distinct... Oh, there's some fish over here. Is that it? Oh, some fish there. Not a huge number of fish available. All right. What else do we have? Over there, that's quite wooded. We've got stone in there. Some berry bushes, a bit more space. And it would lead us up onto the hill. That would be a good spot for our Lord Manor. That's quite a big territory. It's not very flat. But would that work as a first territory? I mean, we're quite a way away from the coast. Oh, that one's not bad. Yeah, let's go with this one. I think that's probably the best. We're relatively close to the coast. Close to lots of woodland. Or is this one better? That one's slopey, but it is close to the mineral. Oh, this is quite a good map. I quite like this map. I'm probably going to change my mind eventually, but... That's not bad. Right, no. Make a choice, John. We're going to go here. There we go. We are there. Our village centre can go, I guess, about here. Yes. There we go. Right. So, first of all, we want ourselves a builder's workshop, and we'll stick that in relatively close. Thank you. Relatively close to the village centre. And we'll give it 3 builders. Okay, we need, first of all, a lumber camp. I guess we can stick that relatively close as well, can't we? So let's stick that in there. We'll need a stone cutter. And we can stick that just there. And then, ideally, we'll need a well. Okay, we'll stick the well over there. It's going to take a little while for that to be ready. We'll get ourselves 3 woodcutters and we will paint in all of this section here to cut down. And then once the well is built, we'll put in residential in this area as well. Right, we also need a gatherer. So we've got a bunch of bushes over here. So that seems like a decent place for a gatherer. Okay then. That's that. We've got that built. We're cutting wood. You're being constructed there. We'll only want 1 or 2 stone cutters to start with. So there we go. Still got 2 unemployed villagers, and they'll be going into the gatherers. Okay. Right. I'll spin on until the well is completed then. Okay, there's the well in place. Right. Good, good, good. So let's. Oh, what have we got here? A prestigious burg, part 1. The elders have heard of your dedication to the common folk. Visiting you on behalf of their people, they advise you to petition the seneschal for a city charter. Becoming an independent city, they say, will grant your village the freedom to forge its own path, free from the sway of clergy and nobles alike. So what's that? Building a manor house with the Great Hall tax office and bailiff office, assigning a new bailiff, and enacting residential taxes. I mean, we're going to be doing that anyway. So yeah, why not? Right. Now, let's paint in a residential area around. I guess we can just fill this area, can't we? There we go. Right. Now, we have currently 1 unemployed villager. We have a full complement of staff at the gathering hut, because we got 2 new villagers that arrived. We should have some more on their way in, actually. I'm not sure where they're coming from. Oh, there they are, all the way over there. Yes, so what we need is... where are we? We want resource production. We want a sawmill. We don't want it too near our houses, so we'll stick it over here. And we can also get ourselves a free territory. Now, the question is which one we want. Do we want to come this way and get onto the water? Do we want to go this way and get a whole bunch of woodland? This way will get us iron. And a little bit more woodland. Again, woodland over there. Can't see any iron, but then... Oh! There's some iron just there. So yeah, we have options. I think it would be best if we get this one here. Because then we can set some of this up as woodland to reforest. So yes, we'll do that. And we'll also want a forester camp, so we can stick that in just there. Okay, right, let's spin on until some of this is built, shall we? Okay, well, we've got our new villagers, so we'll bring those in. We're also going to want... Where are we? Storage. We might as well buy that now, because that gives us the granary and the warehouse, which we will need to build. So, we'll start with the granary, because that allows us to store food. We'll stick that... Where's the entrance? There's the entrance. All right. We'll stick that on the corner there. And then we'll wait until we've built some more of this stuff. Okay, the forester is complete. So let's give ourselves a forester. And we need to paint a reforestation area, which is going to be on this side. And I think we'll just try that for now. Maybe a little bit wider. There we go. Might as well bring it down the side there as well. Okay. And then once the woodcutter has cleared out some of this area, we'll transfer it over to the new stuff. Okay, so what are you waiting for? You are waiting for stone. We have stone. Berrowold is bringing stone. Excellent stuff. Hurry up, Berrowold. Nice work, Berrowold. Okay, we have 2 villagers. Let's get one in there, because we are going to need at least one in our granary, for which we only need stone and wood, which is lucky, because that's pretty much all we've got at the moment. Okay, 2 days until our next villagers come in. That will be okay, because the next thing we want to build is a market, I think. Or do we want the warehouse first? No, market first, because we need to supply our villagers with food. Right then, our granary is built. We have 1 transporter in there at the moment, because we're only going to be storing berries. So now... no, we do need the market. We do need the market. Okay, right. Village market. We're just going to have a very simple market to start with. We'll spin you round. Let me just, in fact... Yep, okay, we're fine on that path there. That's good. Just want to make sure we weren't encroaching on the residential area too much. So we'll have our food stall just there. I am going to give it a tent, even though it uses some of our precious cloth. And I will give it a sign. There we go. We'll get that built. We need logs, which we don't have many of. Let's have a look at our... Okay, they've cut down a fair amount. That's not too bad. Still got some in there. And this planting area has grown up pretty quickly already, so that's good. Yeah, we've got 1 spare villager, which is going to be enough for the market. I filled up the stonecutter camp. We've got just the 1 in the sawmill at the moment. Yeah, okay. We're doing all right. It's a slow start, but once that market's built, we'll set that up to sell berries, obviously. And then we do need to get a warehouse built. And that takes 15 planks. So that's going to take a while. I might as well actually set that up. I will prioritise the village market, though. There we go. We'll pop that in there. I will also just clear out the corner there. Yeah, because we don't want it getting blocked by trees. Okay. Right. I'll spin on till the market is done then. Okay, well, enough of the market is done for us to get the tender in there and tell him to sell berries. We've got a couple of villagers just arrived. Yeah. Okay. So the next thing is getting the planks together for the warehouse. And getting the last bit done on this market. Shouldn't take long. We only need 2 logs for that, and they shouldn't take too long to produce. Ooh, Felsenheim is now a village. We can name ourselves a lord. Ooh, or a lady, depending on our preference. Which is nice. Okay, I've put another villager in the sawmill to speed up our production of planks, although our production of logs isn't great. We have cleared quite a lot of this space, so I'm going to add in this area to our wood cutting order. So hopefully that will speed up our wood cutting a little bit, since they only have to go that far. Okay, we are still waiting for our warehouse to be constructed. We need 5 more planks. We have 2, so we're getting there. Our market is in and looking fabulous. And we have plenty of berries at the moment to sell, so that's good. Our happiness is creeping up. The housing isn't great. Let's have a look. We might actually need more housing space, to be honest. So let's bring that out this way a bit. Don't want to get too close to the sawmill, because obviously that'll have a negative impact on the housing around it. Okay. 3 more planks, and then we can actually start working on some stuff. There we go. The warehouse is finally complete. So we want to store wood, planks, stone, and tools. Excellent stuff. Right. What's wrong with you? You're full. Well, that can change now that we've got the warehouse up and running. Okay, right, so happiness below 50%. We need refined food, but that can wait for a little while. Housing is being sorted out. Service, we don't want to build a monastery, but we can certainly build a church. So let's start there. It's not going to be, I always say this, it's not going to be huge. It's going to be very simple. It's just going to be big enough to fit enough people in it to make it useful. That might be a bit close. All right, let's go the other side. Well, pop that on there, and we'll give it a thatched gate on that side and a humble gate on this side. We will have a steeple on this end and a major bell tower just there, and we'll bring that right up. That should be fine. It's also going to use quite a lot of our resources, but you know, that's fine. What do we want? I guess it's just going to be a case of building up as many resources as possible, isn't it? That's a house being built there. That's good. Right. Let's bring our church over here. What do we need? 48 logs. We're a bit away from that. 9 tools we have. 54 planks. We're a bit away from that as well. Oh well. We'll just have to get on with it, won't we? Okay, well, it's taken a few weeks. We don't yet have the bell tower built. We're waiting for another 4 planks. But the church is operational, at least. I've put in an additional lumber camp over here and set that to clear out this little area, which it has done pretty effectively. And it will now help in this area over here. I mean, I wonder if we could bring that a little further. Let's try. Let's see if it'll plant that far out. But yeah, we're building up a bit more of a stock of wood now, which is good. I've put an additional transporter in the granary and opened up another slot for berries. Let's close down the build menu. I filled up the warehouse because, you know, we have lots of resources to store in the warehouse. We are getting some housing insufficient messages, so we should think about trying to up our density there a little bit, but that's going to take some time. Yeah. We are going to need to expand, I suspect. So let's have a look. What space have we got unused at the moment? I mean, all of that, really. We'll need to leave this open for iron, so we can open up that. Yeah, go on. And we will... I guess we'll just bring our residential up around that way. Maybe square it off a little bit more like so. Yeah, how's that? That's not too bad, is it? Okay. So the next thing we want to look at then is trade. Oops, I'm pressing all the wrong buttons. So, we need planks built up for that. We've actually nearly finished our church there. Come on, Celestria, where are you? Are you building it? You have built it. Well done. Churches of the Faith. Words of your village's first church have reached the clergy. They appreciate your dedication to the faith and thus hold you in higher regard. Great. Don't really care. We just want it for the happiness. Okay, so now we want to let them build up a stock of planks because... alright, trade routes. We need 20 planks to open the trade route to Northbury. And I think that's going to be the most important one to start with. Later we can open Trotbury and start selling them stuff as well. But initially we want to be able to sell planks to Northbury and buy tools from them. Because we will need tools, obviously. Lots of them. Okay, I'll give them a little while just to build up a stock of 20 planks. Oh, we've reached the Common Path Tier 2. I've just accepted a couple of villagers in, and that's what it's given us. So let's have a look. Yes, we can open all this stuff so we can get the stonemason's hut. Yeah, or we could go straight into tooling. Tricky. That will give us another trade resource. That will save us from having to buy tools. But it's a chain. It's the charcoal hut, the iron mining camp, the smelter, and the blacksmith. Ooh, tricky. We'll leave it for now. We've only got 200 coins, so we need to be careful. We do want to open up that trade route first, so let's spin on until we've got the planks in storage. Okay, still waiting for the planks, but we've got ourselves a message here. Meeting the elders. The elders, the much-respected leading men and women among the region's labourers, heard of your village and wished to make themselves useful to your people. They brought welcoming gifts, mainly tools, to ease your villagers' lot, then pledged their assistance. Thank you very much. 10 more tools. That's helpful. Excellent stuff. We've got 13 planks, so we're nearly there. Okay, there we go. We finally got enough planks actually in storage. So, if we open up our royal book, we can unlock the trade route with Northbury. And I went the wrong way. There we go. Where are we? Planks. We will sell all over 50 for now. It's going to take us a while to get to 50. What else will they buy? Nothing that we're producing. Alright, well that's fine. That's fine. I'm okay with that. Right. We have all this land free up here. So, I think we should unlock butchering. And we will build ourselves a hunter's hut just in there. And we will paint this as a hunting zone. Just fill up. There we go. All of that could be a hunting zone. And then we'll need to build a butcher's. We don't want to put it too near any housing. So we'll put that over there. And we will... I'll get... Granary is a bit far away, but we'll have to store boar and meat in there, won't we? Let's fill it up. There we go. What are you? Advice, food diversity. Your villagers are very grateful for the food you provided them, yet they wish their larder had more to offer. They would greatly appreciate it if you were to give them a second source of food. Sure. I mean, we're working on it anyway, right? Right, let's pop that up there. Now, where on earth? There it is. Great stuff. Right. Should be easy enough to build the hunter's hut. Berrowald is already on their way. We'll need planks for that. Yeah, we're not doing too bad. Alright, we should be fine. I'll come back when they're built. Okay, here we go. Our butcher is built. I'm bringing the first of the boar in there. There we go. So we have 9 boar. And they're preparing some meat from that. Excellent stuff. Alright. Our hunter's hut is, you know, it's in there somewhere. Probably. Yeah, it's there it is. There it is. It is in there. There we are. It's in a very thick part of the woods. There we go. There's the hunter's hut. Okay, so that's, oops, I zoomed out a little bit aggressively there. That's all that done. We've also built, or are in the process of finishing off. Oops. Oh, come on, John. Press the right buttons. There we go. Another village market, and we're going to be selling meat in there. Okay. Yeah. So a bit of a slow start. We are building up a stock of planks, though, because we're not building anything at the moment. What's wrong with you? You don't have any additional boar to use. Yeah, well, wait. The only problem with this is that the butchers have to come from here to grab the boar from the granary and then bring it back. So it might be worth putting another granary in up this end specifically to deal with the boar eventually. And we might actually want another warehouse up here to deal with the iron production that we're going to be putting in. But for now, we're not worrying about that. So, I don't really know where we've got space to start our manor house, honestly. We don't have a lot of money yet. I say yet, like we're going to have a lot of money at any point soon. Let's have a look. You do buy meat, so... Went the wrong way again. Let's sell all over 75 meat. And we'll buy in up to 10 tools. We've got 29, so that should last us a little while. I mean, it depends on how impressive we want our manor to be, really. Yeah, it is just going to be a case of producing as many planks as possible. Oh, we can get commoners now. That's good. Not going to just yet, though. We're looking to fill the refined food need. So there's another 18% off of that, and we'll be good. Right, yes, I will spin on for a little while then. I don't think I'll take in any new villagers just yet. No, probably not worth it. I want to start making money. So yeah, we'll wait until we've got enough planks. Tell you what, we don't need that many planks just yet. All over 25. Right, I've played on for a good few weeks, waiting for this trader to turn up again. We've got a messenger here by the looks of it. Advice, levy funds. Your treasury appears to be low these days. It's not terrible. As the leader of the village, you have the authority to collect funds from your villagers. However, contributions will be reluctant. Levies should only be used in urgent situations, as they can significantly decrease your villagers' happiness over several weeks. We'll ignore that for the moment. I'm also ignoring these new villagers here. We already have 3 unemployed. And currently nowhere to put them. But I'll wait until this trader arrives, because we have 81 planks. Which is, you know, enough to sell. Because I think I've got it set to 25. So we should make a little bit of money there. And it might then be worth buying another territory in order to put our manor house on. Okay then, here's the trader. And they bought 25 planks for 25 coins. I mean, it's something. It's just about enough to buy another territory. And I'm going to buy this territory here. It's close to the minerals there. But it also is going to allow us to build the manor house as soon as we get another 25 coins. So yeah, I think we'll leave it there for this episode though. We are on the right path. We are building up a stock of trade goods. It's just going to take a little while for that to pick up. We might even get enough meat to sell next time. That would be nice. Yeah, I think focusing on the labour is going to be easier for us, or for me, let's be honest. It just involves being able to figure out the patrolling and all of that sort of stuff later on. At the moment, these are very basic houses. And we don't actually have the coin to... Let me move away from the very noisy industry. There we go. Let's sit ourselves in here. Yeah, we need to build up the coins to do anything, obviously. But once we get the manor house up with the tax office, we can start taxing our villagers. Which will help. But I'm a lot more confident about this playthrough over the last one. So hopefully that confidence will carry us through as well. But let me know what you think in the comments. Please do give us a like and a subscribe if you've got this far. Please give us any comments down below, and please join us next time. Till then, I've been John. This has been Foundation. Please do take care of yourselves, stay safe, and bye-bye.